Do you happen to have some old Pokemon cards in your attic, in your basement, or randomly sitting in some drawer?
That's it! How did you find it?
It's the one you gave me!
Ah!
Pokemon Catch 'em All!
Well, did you know that some of those cards can be worth some pretty big money? Especially if you get them graded? Well, in today's video, we have here my very first ever PSA Pokemon submission. And guys, there is some bangers in this box. We're gonna find out what grades these Pokemon cards received and if we made some pretty big money. Let's get into it. What is up, beautiful people? It's your boy Ray, and welcome to another fantastic episode of the Nashville Flippers. And guys, I'm super excited for today's video. We have here our very first submission through PSA of some Pokemon cards. And yes, guys, we have some absolute bangers in here. We have the Pikachu Van Gogh promo. We have a Hidden Faiths shiny Charizard in this box. Of course, we got a base set Charizard, Evolution Charizard, shiny Charizard, Rainbow Charizard. We have it all here, guys. So we're gonna be opening up this PSA box, find out what grades the cards received, and we're gonna see if we actually made some money or if we lost some money. Before we get into opening up this box, let's talk about what is a graded card and how is it different from a raw card, and why are they worth more money? Well, you see, graded cards are professionally evaluated and assigned a grade by grading companies like PSA, Beckett, and CGC. Now, the grades on the cards are 1 through 10, 10 being the best and 1 not being so good. The grade reflects the card's condition and its authenticity. So next time you're at a garage sale, a thrift store, an estate sale, and you see a graded card, you know pretty much that it's authentic. Now, determining the value of the card has to do with what grade the card received. Of course, again, 1 being the worst and 10 being the best. And a 10 and a 9 price difference can be huge depending on the card. Now, if you happen to stumble across a binder of Pokemon cards, say at a garage sale, a thrift store, an estate sale, or in your basement, the condition of the card is super important to the value of the card, especially if you want to get it graded. Some things to look out for is the centering of the card. Is it slightly to the right? Is it slightly to the left? Is it top heavy? Is it bottom heavy? If it's more centered, the better the grade the card is going to receive. Another thing to look out for is the overall condition of the card. Is there any scratches on the hollow pattern? Is there any whitening around the corners of the card? That can be huge when a professional is grading your card. So without further ado, let's open up this box and let's see what kind of grades my cards received. Alrighty guys, so here we have our PSA submission. Got the handy dandy skizzards here. Let's open her up. Let's see what we received. And there's 23 cards in this box, and they did go through bulk submission, and I am part of the whatever the what do they call it, the subscription thing is. So I paid $15 a card to get this to get all these cards graded, so that adds up. But depending on the grades, it could determine if we made some money or if we lost some money. And this was my very first time doing this submission through PSA. In the past, I've gone through my local card shop, and they charge a little bit of an upcharge through that. They charge usually like $23, $25 with card for per card. But I decided this time I'm gonna do it on my own. So here we have the box. As you can see, PSA got all the 23 cards, all the slabs right here. My invoice, of course, that I sent out. And guys, it could be a little intimidating doing this for the first time, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. They have a very good video on PSA's website to know how to package everything, so that's really good to watch and learn from that. So we're going to just take the stack just like this, And we are just gonna put it down here. And we're gonna see what grades these received. I'm super excited. I'm super nervous because I really want the shiny Charizard from Hidden Fates to get a good grade. The Van Gogh Pikachu to get a good grade as well, just because that card is freaking fire and I love it. And I'm going to show you what the eBay sold comps are on the recent grades that we received, just so you know if we made money or if we lost money. So let's get to the first one. We're gonna cover up the grade. All right. Oh, hold on. It is way too dark in here. Give me 5 seconds. All right, that is better. Let's turn on. We turned on the light, and we're gonna see what the first grade is. And we have here. This is a base set Charizard right here. I sent 2, I believe, base set Charizards into submission, and as you can tell, make sure this is covered up. Let's see. Let's go ahead and see what the grade is. Ooh, a 7. Not too bad. This is this is an Evolutions Charizard, not a base set Charizard. I think there's just some scratches on the hollow pattern, and yeah. Let's see. The condition of the back of the card. Everything is important when receiving grades, guys. Is the condition of the back, the condition of the front, if there's any whitening, centering. I think the centering on the back is really good. And as you can tell from the front, as you can see that's a little top heavy than the bottom. But 7, not the greatest grade, but not too bad. Not too bad. And sorry for the that light there. So we're gonna go ahead and put him right there. All right, next up, let's see what we got. All right, so this is the base set Charizard. So just a regular base set Charizard. This does have a lot of scratches in the hollow pattern. I think this is like my childhood Charizard, or I don't know where I got it. So the back, again, it's a little bottom heavy. So all right, let's see what the grade is. A 2. Wow, that's really bad. It got a 2. Not a good grade. But this card, I mean, you gotta have a little Charizard in your collection. So again, these are 2 different Charizards. The original artwork from base set, and this is the Evolutions one. So I think I submitted 1 or 2, and I got some Venusaurs. I got a Venusaur and a Blastoise in the submission as well. So, all right, let's go. This is another base set Charizard. This one seems to be in better condition, I believe. So let's see what the grade is. This one got a 4. Still not the greatest, but wow. Okay. I guess, from a card from 1999, that's super rare. So we talked about whitening. As you can see right there on the edge, you can see a little bit of whitening right there. So that's indicative of the condition of the card and why it got the low grade. There's some whitening right here, and then a little chip right across there. All that is important to the grade of the card. So even right there on the corner, I mean, all of that is super important to the grade. So a 10 is like freaking magnifique, you know what I mean? So 3 Charizards. All right, Venusaur, our boy Venusaur, underrated Pokemon in my opinion. One of my favorites. And right off the bat, I can tell that you see how top heavy the top is to the bottom and the right to the left. So the centering is way off on this card. Let's take a look at the back. Again, centering is off from left to right. And there is some condition issues. As you can see right there, a little right there, a little right there. And this one received a 5. So not too bad. Not great, but not too bad. But I love this card. I absolutely love this card. All right, so it looks like our next card is a Japanese card. So I did send out 3 Japanese cards from the, I can't remember the set, but it was a Squirtle, Charmander, and a Venusaur of the Japanese. I can't remember what box it was. And they were their promo cards. All right, our first 10 of the day, Gem Mint 10, nice. So this is a Japanese Charmander card. I love this card because he's like looking outside the window with the little Pidgey outside, wanting to get into trouble. I love the artwork of this card. They released this in English as well, and this card is perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. A 10, the centering is fine. I mean, this is pack fresh, guys. Opened it up in the pack, and then put it in plastic, and it went straight to PSA. So, all right, English card. Let's see, right off the bat, it does look like there is a top. It's a little top heavy. So I don't think it's going to get a 10. All right, so this is another Evolutions Charizard. Sent 2 of these out. What else? Okay, so what did we get for the first one? We got a 7 for the first one. Let's see if we can beat the score. Another 7. Another 7. Evolutions Charizard. Look at that. 2 Evolutions Charizards, 2 7s. Man, I really wish they were both 10s, but not too bad. Guys, if you look for the one that actually says Evolutions right there, that's like the staff promo, it's worth way more than this one. So if you see that around and about, make sure to pick it up because it's worth a pretty good penny. So right off the bat again, as you can see, the top is a little thinner than the bottom. Let's see what card we got. Oh my gosh. My favorite card as of lately, guys. The Pikachu Van Gogh promo. Gray felt hat. What did it get? A 9! Oh my gosh. Mint 9. And I think it was just okay, so it is a little thinner right there compared to the right side. So the card is pristine. I think the centering is just off. So there's just so much to all this, guys. There's so much to everything to get a perfect score on these. So not a bad. Still, this was a free card that you got from the Pokemon Center. I think it's still like $150. If it was a 10, I think it would be like $250. So I'll put it up on the screen so you guys can see it. So next up, what do we got here? What do we got? English card. The centering looks freaking, it looks good. So let's see right here. All right, a Blastoise. There is some condition issues on the hollow pattern, some scratches and stuff like that. And the top looks a little heavier than the bottom. And let's look at the back again. Let's look at the back. Is there any condition issues on the back? Not that I could tell. Yeah, all on the bottom right here. See all that whitening around the card, right on the edge of the card. So man, all that has to do, even the top. As you can see, there's some whitening all around the top. So all that has to do with the price of the card. So let's flip it over. What do we get? A 5. Man, I wish I would have got better. So hey, I got 2 5s. Might have to get a 5 Charizard to I don't know. So I at least have the 3 big guys in a 5. So all right, Japanese card. Let's see here. The first Japanese was the Charmander. This one is the Bulbasaur. I love the artwork on these cards, guys. Look at this. He's just sunbathing, looking nice and crispy. Hope we'll get a 10. I would like to get all 3 of the starters in a 10. Oh, a 9! You gotta be kidding me, man. Oh, now I'm gonna have to, if the other one is a 10, I'm gonna have to buy a 10 so I get all 10s. So I love it. Oh man, I love this card. You know, guys, vintage, I love collecting vintage, but modern, the artwork is just chef's kiss, if you know what I mean. So, all right, here we go. The other Japanese card. So this is going to be the Squirtle. The Squirtle, as you can see, he's hanging out, causing trouble, squirting on the Pidgeys here. What do we get? A 10! We got the 10, guys. Heck yeah. I love the artwork on this card. Man, now I'm going to have to get the a 10 on the Venusaur, so I can have a collection of 10s of these promos, because these all go together. Look at that. I love the artwork on these cards. This one released in English already as a promo, and these have not released in English, so really cool, really cool. All right, moving on. We still got a lot of Charizards, guys, left. As you can tell, the Dark Charizard from Team Rocket. Can't tell if it has a swirl or not on this. I don't think it's a swirl. So there's two versions of this card. There is a one that's hollow and one that's not. I do have the non-hollow as well, but I wanted to go ahead and grade the hollow one. So a little thinner on the right than on the left. But guys, these are my personal collection cards, so I really don't care. You know, I'm not looking to invest too hard. Like, I'm keeping these. I'm not selling any of these. So the back, let's take a look at the condition of the back. As you can see, a little thinner on the bottom than on the top, and there is some whitening right around there, as you can tell, and little right there, as you can see. So let's see the grade. Oh, the 5. Are you kidding me? This looks better than a 5 in my opinion, but it is super off-centered, and I'm sure there's some scratches in the hollow pattern, but super dope card. Love this card. Love this card. Great to add to my collection. All right, next up. Let's see. Let's take a look at the back. What card is this? Ooh, I love this card. Gosh, this is a Toys R Us Charmander promo for Evolutions, and look at that swirl right there, guys. I love that swirl with the Toys R Us stamp. Oh man, I love it. I love it. What did it get? What grade did it get? A 9. Hey, I am super happy with the 9 for that. I'm gonna turn this fan off. Hold on, guys. All right, I'm back. Gotta turn the fan off. Sorry, guys. This is my first time doing kind of video like this, so bear with me. All right, next up. Love this card. Super dope card. One of my favorites. I have I think I have another one, but it's not in that good of a condition and it doesn't have a swirl. So first Charizard. This is the promo from Champion's Path. Really nice. We'll go ahead and get into it. I was going to say our first 10, but yeah, this came in the Elite Trainer Box promo. Really nice. Really nice. Glad I get a 10 on this one. So, nice. First 10? No, not first 10. First Charizard 10. So that's exciting. All right. This is the... which one? Darkness Ablaze Charizard VMAX. Looks like it's in great condition. Let's check out the back. It looks good. If this doesn't get a 10, guys, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, heck yeah. 2 10s in a row. Yes. Love this card. This is such a dope card. Heck yeah. All right, next up. Ooh, the shiny Charizard VMAX from Shining Fates. I know Paldean Fates just came out, so this is the shiny version of this, which means shiny in Pokemon terms is just a color variant of the Pokemon. And I love this card. The hollow, everything about it is super dope. It does look like it might be a little thinner on the right hand side, so let's check out the grade. It is a 9. Oh man, I would have loved this to be, whoops, I would have loved for this to be a 10, but what can you do? What can you do? Super dope card. Glad to add that to my collection. All right, next up. The shiny Charizard V from Champion's Path, I believe. Yep. So this is Again, this is the shiny version, which is just a color variant of the Pokemon. Let's look at the back. Does look like it's a little thinner on the right than on the left and the right. Check out the grade. Another 9. A 9. We had 2 10s in a row. But I love this card. I can't remember. Yeah. I can't remember if I pulled this on a stream on here or not. But super cool. Glad to have that in the collection. Alright. Let's see. What else we got? Okay. The big boy. I'm going to save this for last, guys, because that's probably one of my favorite cards of all time. So I'm going to save it for last. So I'm just going to sticker on the bottom. All right, next up. Ooh, this is a promo, Charizard GX. So a lot of these promos, guys, are in poor condition because they've been rattling around in the box or whatever. But I think I just picked this up in like a binder, like at a flea market or something like that. Take a look at the condition of the card. There's a little whitening right there. So that's it's not going to be a 10 because of that reason right off the bat. And it looks like it is a little thinner on the left and on the right. So what is that? A 6? I would have thought it would have been better than a 6. But what are you going to do? Super dope card. I do like it. So Charizard GX. Next up. Ooh. The Rainbow Charizard GX from Burning Shadows. If this is a 10, this is a huge money card. Huge money card. So let's take a look at the condition of the back. Right off the bat. See that little nick right there? Definitely not going to get a 10 for that reason. But again, these are personal cards in my collection. Would I like to get a 10? Of course. But let's see what the card got. I would be happy with the 9 or an 8. An 8! Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. I love this card. Super cool. The camera really doesn't do it justice on how cool this card looks, guys. So, not too bad. Not too bad. From Burning Shadows, Rainbow Charizard. So, next up, what do we have here? The Rainbow Charizard from Champion's Path. Again, these are all, it's the same artwork, but different, So we have the regular VMAX, the shiny VMAX, and then we have here the Rainbow, which this card is absolutely beautiful. Let's check out the condition of the back. I think it looks good. I don't see any issues with any of the edges. It might be a little top heavy. You let me know in the comments. Let's check it out. It got a 9. So I think it was a little top heavy. That's the only thing that probably stopped it from getting a 10. But super dope card. Glad to add it to my collection. And all right, we have 4 left. Let's get to it here. We have, oh man, this is a Charizard EX from Pokemon XY Flashfire. I think I got this at a binder in like a garage sale or a flea market or whatever. So yeah, this is a poor condition card. You can see all around the edge right there, the edge wear, the whitening does look like it is off center too. If I were to take a guess, even whitening right here across, maybe I would say even like a 5 or a 6. It got a 7. Not too bad. The card is dope. The card is dope. And guys, you can be a graded card collector. You can be a raw card collector. It really doesn't matter. Just do you. Do you. I love the texture pattern on this card. So I like graded cards, even if they're poor grades. I mean, of course, the expensive cards you want the good grades, especially if you're investing. But these are just good to have. You don't have like a loose card floating around. You can keep it in a nice encapsulated case. So, all right, next up, what we have here? Ooh, the Tyranitar alternate art from Battle Styles. This one, I pulled this in like, I was like the release date of Battle Styles. I got like just a regular hanger pack, and I pulled it. Not my favorite card. If I get a 10, I'll probably trade this card for something that I really want. It does look like it is off-centered from right to left. And it got an 8. Wow. Wow. Oh, and it's really off-centered from the bottom, as you can tell from the front. It's super thick. But, yeah, an 8. Not too bad. I mean, I might still trade it or do something with it. But, 2 cards left. 2 cards left. Okay, so you might be saying this is the hyper rare gold Charizard EX from Obsidian Flames. This might be one of my favorite cards in my whole collection. And it's not because of the card. I'm not a big fan of the artwork of the card, but my wife and I were having lunch one day, and there's a nice little lunch spot next to my local card shop. So when we were waiting on a table, I jumped into the card shop and I bought a couple packs of Pokemon cards so for us to open while we wait on our food. And she's never opened up any kind of Pokemon cards in her life. The first pack she opens, she gets this card. And my wife isn't a huge Pokemon fan, Pokemon collector, or anything like that. And so while she was opening up the cards, she asked me, what kind of card am I looking for again? I said, you know, Charizards are usually pretty good. And she's like, she's like this one? And I'm like, holy smokes, you got the Charizard. So this is the very first pack that she's ever opened in her entire life. And she got a gold Charizard. So this is a priceless card in my opinion. Got a 9. Pretty good grade. It looks like it is thin on the top. That's probably why I received a 9. And it does look like maybe have a little bit of whitening right there on the corner. I don't know if you can see that or not. So, priceless card. And guys, now to the creme de la creme. The last card in our collection. The Hidden Fates Charizard GX, the shiny Charizard from Hidden Fates. Let's take a look at the back. Alright. It looks good to me, guys. Let's take a look at the front. Just gonna eyeball it with my eyes here. What is that right there? It looks good. I think it looks good. Let me know. Pause this video. Let me know, in your opinion, if it's a 10 or not. So, drum roll, please. Holy guacamole. Y'all. Wow. It got the 10, y'all. Gem Mint 10. This might be one of my 3rd most expensive cards in my collection. I do have a Gold Star Charizard and a shiny Charizard. But guys, holy crap. Wow, that is exciting. So guys, that was my first ever PSA submission that I did myself. Graded some personal cards, and we pulled the 10 from Hidden Fates, the Charizard, shiny Charizard from Hidden Fates. We got the 10. That, I don't know right off the top, as you saw, how much it's worth. Incredible card. Incredible card to have in my collection. I'm super happy to have it. And yeah, guys, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe if you enjoy videos like this. If you want to see more Pokemon related content, or if you want to learn more about Pokemon, let me know. Put it down in the comments. And we're here to learn. We're here to teach. I love you guys. Have a blessed day. And like always, we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.